commercial career in accounting department in 1994 and is now a vice president at CAT Financial. She, along with her various other roles at CAT, she serves as the sponsor for the Women's Initiative Network. Please help me welcome her to the stage to talk about inclusion and diversity.
At Caterpillar, we are committed to diversity and inclusion. We strive for gender equality. We encourage men as advocates. We empower the next generation of women in STEM. We support women in leadership. Our employees power our success, and we empower theirs. It's how we build what matters. Caterpillar supports International Women's Day. How will you be bold for change?
Organizational committee for inviting me here tonight. I'm thrilled and humbled to be here, and thank you for also inviting my two daughters in the front row, Catherine and Christina. I'm really happy to have them experience such a beautiful night. Your culture is beautiful. It's such a beautiful display of culture, of diversity, and of sisterhood. It's absolutely fantastic to be here. I'd like to spend a minute briefly sharing my story with you all, because I think it may be similar to many of yours. My parents are immigrants. They came to this country in the late 60s. So some of you maybe have immigrated here, or your parents have, or your families. And, you know, they were not very educated. They really came to this country with very little. But one thing they came with was a huge work ethic. And they worked very, very hard to have a better life for my sisters and myself. And or with your coworkers, and encourage them and actively encourage them to work better and harder along with you, side by side. And finally, most importantly as women, support one another. It's really important that we support one another as women. You know, I stand here today and I'm really to follow in your footsteps and help them along. It's really important, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the others that stood before me. And I hope to see a long line of women behind me in the same position that I'm in today. And just remember, be bold. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You might be wondering, what is this award for? I wondered the same thing before I found out who it was being awarded to. The individual this award is going to embodies everything that represents a successful international woman. Miss Monica Cooley is a well-known performer, teacher, and choreographer of Bharatanatyam. She is a senior disciple of the renowned dancing couple Narasimhachari and Vasantalakshmi of Chennai, India. An American born in Singapore and raised in Indonesia, with an academic background in South Asian studies and over 35 years of training, performing, and teaching experience in Bharatanatyam. Monica, sorry for such a long speech, but no, sorry.
truly humbled. I'd never been felicitated before. It's quite an overwhelming experience. And I thank all these ladies. I thank the American Television Association and the Indian community of Nashville. I really think there's some irony that the Indian community of Nashville is awarding this felicitation to a Caucasian woman. And then, for her work with the Indian American youth in a traditional classical Indian art form. But I prefer to see it as an example of how skin color and race have little meaning in the face of shared values and mutual respect. I love the work that I do, so much so that I rarely think of it as work. I feel blessed to interact with so many adorable children and play some small role in their lives as they grow up into amazing women and men who will go out into the world to make a difference in their communities. So many of the students I have taught over the past 25 years have gone on to achieve success in their careers as doctors, lawyers, scientists, business teachers, leaders, change makers, and as mothers.